We are back with NBA 2K Mobile Season 8, and folks, the Superstar Spinner has returned to the game, so it is officially back in the shop. So we're going to be trying to go for that Crimson Victor Wembanyama. Big shout out to NBA 2K Mobile for sponsoring this video. Let's jump right into it. So this Superstar Spinner pretty much has the greatest hits from Season 7. But if you scroll all the way down, you will see that the new foundation cards are in there as well, including many of the new Crimson Rewind, Azure, and Helios cards. And as many of you have probably noticed, you're going to need some of these cards in your lineup in order to upgrade your theme cards or in order to get to the next tier. So that is definitely the objective here. We have been grinding since last night. We did make some moves. So we went from about 10 million to about 14 million. And this is the squad that we have right now. We also went ahead and maxed out the Season 8 Rockets Kevin Durant, and we made some upgrades to the fandom tree. So that's why the team power is a little bit crazy, but it is 14 million as far as the tiers. But for tourneys, we were able to get it up to 20, which is helping us progress through it a little bit easier. All right, so let's jump into the spinner, and y'all know the deal already with the Superstar Spinner. The key to it is to figure out the lowest rarity reward you're comfortable taking. When you start chasing for one tier or one card, this pack can get really difficult, and you can use a lot of coins very fast. So since there aren't that many tiers in here, the lowest is Solar Diamond. I'm only keeping cards that are Nexus Crystal or higher. That way I can get some of the newer theme cards from Season 8, and for the most part, I'm going to be getting new Rewind cards for the higher tiers. So let's see how this works out, y'all. Let's go spinning that round and round. What we got here, first pull, we are starting with a Solar Diamond, so we're going to spin on that. No offense, Tim Duncan, right? NBA legend, Hall of Famer. Another Solar Diamond, so we're going to keep spinning the tier until we get something we're cool with. This is really how you get the most value out the Superstar Spinner. You get more pulls like this that you can use. Chet Holmgren is a pretty good card, but we're going to keep spinning. She got his Azure card, so I was pretty hyped. There we go. We just got another Chet Holmgren. And it is a Nexus Crystal, but I'm going to explain to you why I am going to keep it. I didn't get this from the Summer Drive. This is a Chet Holmgren with boosted stats. It's also Chet at the power forward position. So this is a W for me. I'm keeping this card. Still pretty good for head-to-head, power cap, and all the other modes in the game. All right, so let's go right back in there. All right, let's keep that spinning. It looks like that's going to be an Infernal Opal. Vita Sabonis, great playmaker, but we're going to spin. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get it. Another Nexus Crystal. This time is the Emerald. So one thing I didn't mention in the beginning is for the Nexus Crystals, since I don't need those foundation cards, I'm going to spin until I get a theme card. That is going to be the idea with that. All the other tiers that I'm keeping, I will be okay with keeping the foundation cards since their power is a lot higher than my Nexus Crystal cards right now. With the exception of the special cards for Season 8. All right, so let's spin the star. Maybe we could get a 4-star Nexus Crystal. That would be huge. Let's see how it works out. It will be a center, so it could be Shaq. I don't want to spend a lot of coins, so fortunately, I'm going to spin the position again. I want to keep the coins for the other pulls. So we got a power forward, Anthony Davis. AD is one of those rare cards. He is one of my favorite cards to use, but I'm still going to pass on it. Believe me, folks, that's a tough choice for me because AD is one of my favorites. We'll spin again. Let's see what we get here. Come on, point guard. Oscar Robertson. We'll switch it up. Let's do the stars. Keep it going, keep it going. And we got ourselves Chris Paul. We are not getting any theme cards, which is pretty rare. Normally you get one after a couple spins. There we go. We got Stephon Castle. We're just going to keep it. Let's go right back in there. Now, it says 1 out of 3, so I don't know if the price goes up or you only allowed 3 Superstar Spinner runs. Hope that there's not a limitation like that. I'm guessing that maybe at the 100-point entry point, it might be a cap. So we just got a Helios card. So mission accomplished. We are getting something that we can use. Since we got a couple of free spins, let's spin the position. I'm cool with 2 stars. Let's see. Shooting guard. I'll keep going. Maybe we can get something that we can throw in the lineup. Power forward. And that is going to be the silver. I'll try a little bit more. The only downside is that there aren't a lot of theme cards for this. So we got Paolo Banchero, which is also a set requirement. And it's also a very good player to have on your team. So I'm keeping him. It's a rewind captain card. So this is a W. That was the superstar spinner. We only had a limit of 3. So it looks like we're going to be opening up more packs. So there are a few other bundles that I was checking out. They got the rewind bundle, the captain's orders, and the mini bundle and the big bundle. So for the rewind bundle, you got a chance to get a crimson card with the lowest rarity being Helios. Second row, you got a chance to get an Azure card with the lowest being Helios. And then for the third row, which is the silver card, you got a chance to get a crimson with the lowest being Helios. And then at the bottom, you got with the gold card, you get another chance at a crimson with the lowest being the Helios. At least you'll get guaranteed Helios cards. So this should help you upgrade your theme cards as well. So it could work out. I'm going to give it a shot and see what we can pull from this. And while we're at it, I might as well open up all the other ones. That way you guys get an idea. So let's see what we get in this one here. I was expecting to get more spinner runs, but I think we did okay. We got 2 Nexus Crystals and a Helios card and a Paolo Banchero, which is a very good power forward. All right, so first card, let's go Knicks Nation, Jordan Clarkson and Knicks jersey. I'm actually excited about that one. We got Edge Combs for one of the rookies. We got Clark. We got Alperen Sengun, so that is a very good pull. And then we got Rollins. So we got 2 crimson cards that we can throw right into our team. And we got a few more cards to pull. We got Kobe White. We got DeAndre Ayton in the Lakers jersey, 2 of those. So we can upgrade that easily. And then we got Daniels, which is a great defender. So that was actually a pretty good pack. Let's go into the captain orders. It's supposed to be a little bit better. Kind of a similar structure. First row, you got a chance at a crimson, lowest Helios. Second row, you'll get 3 of the following, which includes Azure cards or Helios. Silver, you get a chance at 2. So it gives you a chance at the crimson, along with the lowest being the Helios. And then for the bottom row, the highest tier is the crimson. And then you got an equal chance at an Azure or Helios card. So this seems like it'll be pretty good because these are all captain cards. And you're going to need these players to grind the rewind mode, which has its own milestone rewards. It's a good way to get the play cards for your players. And so let's see what we get in this one here. Come on, baby, come on. All right, first card. We got Denny Avija. All right, we got Domantas Sabonis. That's a good pull. Let's go. We got KD at the small forward position, which we do have already, but this is a card that we can definitely use for other modes. It's still a card that we can use. Let's go. Knicks Nation. We got Jalen Brunson. And we got Giannis. I like that. So if anything, we could upgrade that Giannis, right? He could end up being my power forward. Pretty good pulls on the captains right there. Another Paolo Banchero that works out. Trae Young, let's go. Bam Adebayo, 2 Bams. And we got Scotty Barnes. So far, so good. I think we're doing really well with these pulls. So for the mini bundle, this one here, you do got a chance to get the Patrick Ewing. Yeah, I know that's a card I want to get. You get 2 of the following. So the lowest rarity you can get in this is an Inferno Opal, but the highest would be Crimson. And then for the second row, you got a chance to get a Azure, with the lowest being a Titanium Quartz. For the silver rewards, you got a chance at a Crimson, with the lowest being a Nexus Crystal. And then for the last row, you have higher chance to get a Crimson card. So let's see how this works out. This mini bundle could be heat. We get that Patrick Ewing, man, we'll be in good shape. All right, so we got Monk. We got Porter Jr. with the Nets. That's pretty new. We got Minot from the Celtics. Pretty high power. We got Derek Lively from Season 7. And we got another Dante DiVincenzo. So we can upgrade our card a lot easier now. That's what's up. So that's actually a good pull because it is a theme card. And then we got Paul Gasol. So we could buy it again with 800 coins. But I do want to see the other packs. This bundle here, you get 10 cards. This is the big bundle. Looks like it's similar to the last one. You contain 5 of the following for this row. Again, highest is Crimson, lowest is Inferno Opal. Second row, you got chance at Azure, with the lowest being Titanium Quartz. Row number 3, highest tier being Azure, with the lowest being Nexus Crystal. And then for the silver card, you got a chance at it is Crimson, with the lowest being the Nexus Crystal. And then for the gold, highest is a Crimson, with the lowest being a Helios. Let's see how this one works out. Come on, baby, come on. Oh snap, I seen an animation. I don't know if that means we got the Patrick Ewing or the LeBron, but let's see. All right, Marc Gasol, Mark Jackson, former Nick, Serge Ibaka. Oh, let's go. We got one of the rookies. We got Bryant. Not for nothing, we're getting a lot of theme cards in this pack. Let's go. All right, we got Murphy, Harris LeVert, Gafford. We got AO. And we got George. On to the last one. We got Johnson, David Robinson, Brandon Ingram, Nikola Vucevic. And we got Nesmith, which we actually pulled yesterday as a Crimson. All right, so let's see what we can do now that we have all that. And I still have some coins left in case another special pack does pop up. I'm a little surprised the Superstar Spinner. I'm actually surprised the Superstar Spinner was only 3 turns. But hey, listen, we made it work. All right, so after all the moves we just made, I mean, we upgraded so many cards. We made some tough choices too, but we got to do what we got to do. We are officially now in Azure tier. I'm curious what the jump is from Azure to Crimson. Hopefully it's not as tough as that one. And it actually isn't. So it's from 19 to 23. So it's not as big as a jump as the first tier. But I don't think that we're going to get this right away until we start finishing up the tourneys. But I want to see if my rewards did update. I didn't start the event on purpose in hopes that my rewards will change, and they did not. And it looks like they're pretty strict on where it says rewards based on your team power at the start of the event. So it is what it is, right? At least we know next week we'll be able to go for the Azure reward, and there's a good chance we could hit Crimson next week as well. So this is the highest powered team right now, but it's not going to be the team I'm going to use for the time being. I do like that Nesmith has that dual bonus with TJ McConnell. And if you can see, the power difference is pretty significant. It brings up CJ McConnell up to 28 million, and it brings up Nesmith up to 33. So this really helps when we're grinding tourneys. And I'm not too convinced if I'm going to keep Draymond Green. I did like using Chet Holmgren, but we'll see how it works out. I mean, we know Draymond is a great playmaker, but the center position, he's a little undersized, and I think I prefer Chet Holmgren. We'll give it a shot in tourneys and see how it goes. But let me know in the comment section, what is your current squad right now in NBA 2K Mobile? Folks, what players have you been pulling from tourneys? Drop them down below. Let the community know who's available as rewards in the tourney rounds. So as always, I appreciate the support. I will catch you on the next one. Stay ballin'.